Hello there. Welcome to the Drifting Spore. I'm Steve. It's a pretty nice day in Nova Scotia today, man. We're right on the doorstep of December, and we've had our first little bit of lasting snow down on the ground a couple days ago. We've just been through 2 solid weeks of rain, man. Just rain every day, steady, consistent rain. And right at the tail end of that system, we ended up with a little dusting of snow. Not a lot, like 5 centimeters for us. But it's enough that it stayed in the woods a little bit, it stayed on the ground. And what's really great is all the water levels have come up. I'm at the third wash, and this little creek, little stream that I always frequent is fuller than it has been all since last spring, right? There's nice bit of water moving right now. So that's really good to see. So I've come out this morning for a I was brought stuff to have a fire, but with all the rain, man, I'm not seeing anything dry. I think I'd be in a big struggle to have a fire today, and I'm not looking to struggle. But what I'm gonna do is I've brought some stuff to try to set up a little bit of a tarp shelter is gonna be my thing today. And I am gonna have a coffee and a snack later on too. But I've got everything rolled up in my survival tarp there. And I'm just going to chill beside this little creek, man. There's lots of falling water around me right here. I'm just about surrounded by it. I'm just going to breathe it all in while I'm here, man. Who knows how this will play out? Should be good, I think. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoy. I'm going to get unpacked and start getting set up and see if we can get a tarp shelter up and going. Right on. All right. Well, isn't that kind of nice, man? I like it. It's just starting to snow. I saw that we could potentially get some weather around noon. It's about an hour early, I'd say. Oh, that was fun. Again, I tried the plow point, man, and I just don't understand it yet. I gotta watch more videos. So I went with a lean-to configuration. This tarp is huge, man. It's 10 by 10, so it's more of a family tarp than a one-guy tarp, I would say. But I mean, I've got tons of room in here, and I'm tickled I got to use my staff as part of the tarp configuration. I've got my best huntinner, just an Amazon survival blanket for my ground sheet. He's supposed to be waterproof, so nothing should be coming up from the ground. All right, I got the stream right here at my feet, man. Very comfy, very nice. I like it. That's a first for me, I think. Is it a first? Maybe a second for me. I would say this is probably the best looking configuration I've ever popped up with the tarp. Anyway, I'm getting hungry now, man. So, and I could go for a nice cup of coffee while I sit here and chill. Like I say, I was gonna try for a fire, but everything, even the low dead branches still on trees, is just saturated, man. So, as usual, I brought my alcohol stove. I think I'm gonna fire up the alcohol stove and let my effort for the day be the shelter. So, since I've got it, I might as well use it. Got a pretty good spot, just like right here, that I could set it up. I think I'll do that, man, and get a little snack on the go and a nice cup of coffee. Right on. Very nice. All right. Got my little alcohol stove. I did bring my colander for a fire pit because, like I say, my intention was to have a fire. I'm going to use it as a nice little base, though, for my alcohol stove. Get it up off the ground. It's providing kind of a nice level spot to put that. Last time I used my alcohol stove, this is just a knockoff Trangia or whatever. Last time I used it, I noticed that maybe it was leaking around the seams a little bit. I'm not sure. We're going to try it again today anyway and see what happens. Oh, this is peaceful, man. This is nice. I've already got my water in my kettle, so I'm good to go there. It's not. There we go. Let's try that to start. Let's see if we can get them lit. There we go. It's almost time to start running the neck knife, I think. Just where it's getting harder to get my knife back in the sheath with all these clothes on. Okay, that's running. It's probably 2 or 3, maybe 4 degrees out now. It was right around 0 when I got out. So this might take a little bit longer than normal, but I got all day, man. There we go. Nothing to it. Right, if I wanted to lay back for a little snooze here while that's doing its thing, I certainly could. This is very comfortable, man. In a very nice little spot. I like this spot. I had my eye on this spot for a while. I don't know what I'll call this spot. Maybe the pitch. Because it's the first place I pitched my tarp. Maybe. Not the first, man. I don't know. It's going to take a bit for that to heat up and start burning really good. I'm going to chill out and relax while that's doing its thing. I'll bring this back once we get closer to a boil, man. Right on. Oh, squirrel. Squirrel found me. Okay. The stove's running real nice there now. Takes a while for it to warm up when it's cold like this. Well, the water should be boiled soon. Oh yeah, it's coming. So let's get my coffee cup set up. Get a little bit of a different system this time. So I've got my coffee mug there. I've got my sugar in one of these just little small tubes. It's getting really gray out. Dump him in there. You can go back in the bag. Now I've got something that I ordered off the Amazon. This here is an in-cup pour-over device. Seen it used before. Robert from Bluebergrass Bushcraft uses these. And what this pour-over device does, it's disposable, it's one-time use. You just clip it onto your cup like that. Look at that, man. And you just pour your water into it. So let's get our coffee ready. I got my coffee in one of my mint tins. Just pour it in there, like so. And there we go. There. Now I'm ready for water to boil. I'll try this here in the cup slow drip device. It's getting cool. With the sun gun, it's cool enough for sure. That's going to need a couple more minutes before we're pouring. All right, my water is boiled. So let's get pouring. I'm going to take this off. I'm going to snuff out my stove just to save the fuel so it's not burning away while I'm pouring. My handle's not very hot. All right, let's give this a try. Seems to be doing pretty good, man. I guess the proof will be in how good of a cup of coffee it makes. I measured my water, so I should be able to just dump it all in. Oh, it's starting to snow, man. Nice. How cool. Nice and sheltered in my tarp. Right on. I had my pack on the tree, but I decided to bring it under here with me. Keep it dry too. Very nice, man. It's definitely a slow drip. Got almost all my water out of my pot. Oh wow, it's really starting to snow now. Cool. There we go. Oops, that's the last of my water. Just go over here for now. I'll get the cover off that so it can start cooling down. Here's my spoon. And just let that finish dripping. And right in the kettle he can go so he doesn't get forgotten anywhere. And let's get my lid on my coffee so that it'll be nice and warm when I'm ready for it. All right. Let's reset, get the stove going again, and get my lunch on the go next. Right on. All right, I got my stove loaded with fuel again. Let's get it lit again. There we go. Now I got my nice little frying pan. Ooh, it's nice and level there. Perfect. Just touched myself with my knife and gave myself a little wee cut. Just a tiny cut on my knuckle. No big deal. All right. Well, that pan's starting to heat up. Get some oil in it. Now, this is something a little bit, I don't know how to put this. My lunch is something slightly ridiculous. A long time ago, one time, I had tried cooking a breakfast pizza pocket, like one of them pizza pocket things in the woods. And you know what? It worked. It worked pretty good, actually. I cooked it up in my skillet over, I think it was an alcohol stove, pretty sure. And it actually worked pretty good. So, my thought today was, well, my oil is really cold. It's going to take a minute for that to heat up. My thought today was, I've got my Bear Complex container again, for a nice little lunch and something not too labor intensive. I would brought some pizza bites. Frozen pizza bites. I only brought a pan full. Squirrel's chattering at me again. Let's get them in. My plastic bag can go right in my kettle. Good to know my knife is sharp. And like I say, that's where you get in the winter. You start wearing a lot more clothes. And I just pulled that out and was holding it in this hand, reached for my ferro rod, and just touched my hand. And that's what I got. Okay, stove's going. Pizza bites are in. I'm going to throw a lid on them. Let's see what happens, man. I have no idea how this one's going to turn out. I brought some paper towel. I'm just going to put that in my Bear Complex container in the hopes that when they're done, I can just kind of chuck them in there because I didn't bring a plate or anything today. In the meantime, I'm just going to chill out here. See what happens. Very nice. Very nice. Let's see how our pizza bites are doing. Ooh, we got some action. They certainly smell like pizza bites. Oh, yeah. Stove's going good. Lots of fuel in it. Nobody's burnt. We got something going on, man. Right on. That looks pretty good. Right. Oh, yeah. Ah, nice. I don't know. I'm no expert, but I think my pizza bites are done. And they look pretty good, man. Not bad at all. They definitely smell really good. Well, sir, looks good to me. I'm gonna leave them on there for a second. Get my Bear Complex container here, and I got paper towel in him just to kind of sop up some of the grease. Not grease, I guess, oil. Oh yeah, buddy. Okay, there we go. Get my pan off. I'll put those there to cool off for a bit. I think I'm gonna let my stove hasn't got too much fuel left in it, so I think I'm gonna let it just sit there and burn itself out. I'm gonna let these pizza bites cool off a little bit before I try them, so I don't burn my face off. And yeah, it's snack time. Right on. Ah, looks good, man. Okay, let's get set for a nice relaxing snack. Try my coffee, try my pizza bites. All right, snack time. Where's my coffee? Let's get the lid off my coffee so it can start cooling down. Mr. Squirrel's hollering at me again, man. You're not getting my pizza bites. It's not happening, my friend. I mean, if you come right over, I'll share. Holy, the coffee is good. Very good. I would say the in cup dripper thing, drip filter, that works great. That's a really good cup of coffee there. Now, let's have a try. I've got my little folding fork. Let's have a try at my pizza bites. Oh man, they're gone crispy. I hope it doesn't burn my face off, man. Ooh, hot. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, they're nice and crispy. Scalding hot in the center. I don't know that I really need a fork for these, but hmm. Yes, sir. There is nothing wrong with that. That is real good. They're nice and crispy, cooked right through. Those are about the best tasting pizza bites I've ever tasted, I think. Really good. Mm. The coffee is spot on, man. Right on. Another great success. Not only is it super beneficial and awesome to just come out and be in a place like this, but I mean, it works your mind, your imagination, right? Like I've never set up a tarp here before. Now I have, right? It's very cool. Got the stream running by right at my feet. Nice little back eddy right there to watch. Some big rocks, squirrels hollering. Mmm, pepperoni pizza bites are delicious. Coffee's hot and delicious. Man, life is pretty good after all, isn't it? Very, very nice. Well, I'm going to make short work of all these pizza bites, pepperoni pizza bites, and drink my coffee. And then I'm just going to let my stove burn till it burns itself out. I've left fuel in it before. It does have an O-ring. You're supposed to be able to leave fuel in it, but I found it leaked before, so I'm just going to let the fuel burn out of it. Hmm. Now I'm going to sit here and enjoy my little snack and my coffee and really enjoy my bit of time in the woods here today. Right on. Woo, that was awesome. I think those were the best pizza bites I've ever had, man. Very good. The old sun's gone now. It's gone real gray. It's definitely cooled off. I'd say we're real close to zero again there now. Boy, that in-cup drip filter, it's a Canadian company makes them, or it said on the packaging it is. Oh, I see my little squirrel friend. Sorry, buddy. They're all gone now. He's after my pizza bites. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, the in-cup dripper thing. That's really cool. It's compact, right? I like that. And it made a really nice cup of coffee. Still, one of my little mint tins full of coffee is what it took to make a good cup of coffee, but I had no trouble with that. That was really good. Beautiful bit of time in the woods, man. Ah, lovely. My stove worked great. I didn't notice any issues with it. Maybe, I mean, it did leak on me, so I'm not going to leave fuel in it anymore. As it gets colder, it gets a lot harder for alcohol stoves to generate enough heat to really get going good. But once it got going, it worked good. It did everything I needed it to do. My colander fire pit made a really good, stable base for it, too. Well, you might have noticed, too, I'm wearing different pants, man. I often, when I come out in the woods, will wear the same pants over and over again. I got these pants yesterday at the Big Giant Tiger there, and they caught my eye because they kind of look like, decent pants, and they were cheap, man. They were 28 bucks. It's not often that I spend money on clothes. I tell you that, man. I've worn an awful lot of hand-me-down clothes in my day, and I don't mind that. I would rather do that than spend money on clothes myself. But I saw these and they caught my eye. I'm not super impressed with them or anything. The bottoms of these are open for some reason. The doubling on the knee. They're supposed to be waterproof a little bit. They're fitting a bit weird, but I mean, all in all, they're pants. They're all right. They're quite thick material, so I don't think I'll jam sticks through them. I always do that to my pants when I'm stepping over a log. There's a stick sticking up. My pants will catch it, and I'll step down, and it'll rip right through my pants. I've done that to 3 pairs of pants now. Ah, what a beautiful morning in the woods, man. I guess the question is like, question for me right now is, do I have enough of a sleep system that I could like pitch my hammock in this spot and get through the night halfway comfortably? Could I pitch my tent here, right? Could I pitch my tent's a hand-me-down tent too? It's nothing special. But could I pitch it here and get through the night and not freeze, man, and not have a horrible time? These are questions I'm looking to answer. But I think I'm going to answer those questions in the safety of my own yard first. Or even, I was thinking I may take my hammock and rig it up in the shed because I don't have heat in my shed. If I could do that and get my sleep system into the hammock and see, because I've just kind of patched together a sleep system, see how warm it is when I'm in it, that'll give me a baseline to see. So I didn't get a chance to get out camping in the spring. Summer, there's too many bugs. I don't want to get out in the summer. And then in the fall just, right, we had dry weather, and it just never lined up that I could get out for a night. So I'm still itching to get out for a night, man. But every time I come and do something a little different, this time the lean-to tarp configuration, I'm super happy with how that turned out. I like it. I like it a lot. What a lovely spot, man. The pitch. The pitch up the third wash. Very nice. Anyway, fun is fun, but done is done. I'm gonna have to start tearing down and packing. See how if I can get everything back together halfway decent. I'll start working away at that and I'll bring you back before I go. It might take a few more minutes to breathe this all in and take some home with me for the rest of the week. It's nice. Ooh, all right. There we go, man. Wow. I have had a really lovely little bit of time in the woods. Hmm, lovely. Had some amazing pizza bites cooked over my alcohol stove. Couldn't have went any better, man. Right? My coffee with the new pour over device. I mean, they are one single use, right? So that's not great. But they're compact, they're small, they fit right on top of your cup. and it worked really good. It made a fabulous cup of coffee. So I recommend those. Those are good. Anyway, I've got camp all tore down. I've got my best hunt inter survival blanket and my tarp all rolled up into one underneath my pack. So that's cool. And I better get stuff home, hung up and drying out, I guess. Anyway, I've had a lovely bit of time in the woods. I had a nice snack, and I've discovered a spot that I think I could probably pitch my tent or even run a hammock in. This looks like a perfect hammock spot. We'll see how it plays out. I've got to do some more experiments to see if I can do some colder weather camping. Maybe next video, I'll be hanging in my shed testing the sleep system. Who knows? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed spending some time with me in the woods here today, and I hope you'll join me on the next one. Right on. Oh, and remember, folks, I say it every time, you will never find anything unless you get out and look, man. Go have a look. It's worth it. Bye for now.